Everybody, first thing I would like to ask you all to do is turn your phones off if you have them with you. Even on silent, your phones can interfere with the wireless microphones that we're using and cause some extremely loud and unpleasant sounds to come out of the speakers. So, a little bit about the show. We have 8 people who are doing monologues, and then after that we're doing a short play called Hairball. You will know when we start the short play because there's a black curtain that's come across partway, and that's the beginning of the Hairball show, and that's the only time that curtain moves, except to open back up. So, I hope you all enjoy the show. Thank you for coming.
We had sheep in the pasture at home. My brother and I walked through the herd whenever we felt like it. The sheep didn't mind. There were a few friendly ones, but mostly they just walked away from us. And we were just taking the scenic route to deliver some lunch to Dad. I might have been 6 and my brother Wayne was just a few years older. It was our summer routine, taking lunch to Dad in the field. He knew what time to expect us. Sometimes we'd sit with him for a little bit. Then we'd walk back to the house or be off on some adventure. Sometimes we had a ram. He wasn't with the other sheep. He was in the pen near the house. He liked to snort at Wayne and me. There was a fence between us though, so we felt pretty brave. I guess that's why Mom told us so many times, stay away from the ram. Mostly we did stay away, but sometimes my brother would throw sticks over the fence. One day, we went fishing. We had delivered Dad's lunch and decided to go fishing on the way home. That really means we found some sharp sticks for spears, and we were looking up and down the ankle-deep creek, looking for the fish to spear. It's surprising how quickly the day slips away when you're fishing on a summer afternoon with your brother. Mom knew we were fishing, and we knew we had to be home by supper time. Suddenly, we realized it was getting late and we had to hurry home. Let's take a shortcut, my brother said. I'm not scared of that old ram. I'll tell you something that's true. If my brother's not scared, then I'm not scared either. He collected an armful of sticks, and we crawled under the fence. We had to walk toward the ram if we meant to get to the house. My brother would throw sticks to back the ram up, but the more he threw, the more the ram pawed at the ground. Then it came charging towards us, head lowered. Suddenly there was Dad with a big board. Dad stopped the ram. We rolled under the fence. Dad never said a word, not to us, not to Mom. We did make it home in time for supper, but none of us were really hungry, and we never went to Ram's pen again.
Welcome everyone. This meeting is long overdue. Ever since I lost my partner, I've been thinking about starting a sock support group. I have come to realize how much we single socks need each other. And finally, here we are. I want you to know my story, and I want to hear yours too. Last time I saw Holy, we were hanging up a deer like this spin cycle. I blacked out. Next thing I remember, I'm laying alone at the bottom of the laundry basket. Holy wasn't perfect, but I'm sure you had a couple run cycles. Now, Holy's gone. It was about the same for Stinky and me. He always smelled cheese. It made me happy and a little hungry. Somehow, we were in for a weekly wash-up. He was a little agitated, as I recall. I'm not sure why. We all toes. I thought it would be things were fun. Then, nothing. My little Lisa was with me in the dryer. We were scrolling late each time we had free fall. Somehow, we got separated at the end of the ride. But at the say, it was a great way to go. Maybe you should come with me next time. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to be a heel.
My family went to the West Coast on vacation one year. Washington State, actually. We drove in our car a few hundred miles each day and slept in our tent each night. We saw things I had never seen before. There are things you know you're going to see, right? I mean, mountains and the ocean and really tall trees. And don't get me wrong, they were amazing. Actually, they were breathtaking. Let's pause and give them their moment in this story. Mountains, trees, ocean. But here's something nobody ever told me to look for. Here's something I didn't even know existed. There were giant slugs, banana slugs actually. They were this big and yellow and left little trails of slime. I touched one. And then my dad put one in his hand and it started to crawl up his arm. When I saw the look on my sister's face, I knew I had to try it too. I looked around until I found the biggest one and put it right on my arm. It was cold and slimy and not like anything I'd ever felt before. It was a great vacation in a lot of different ways, but what stands out for me was banana slugs.
When I was little, we lived in a house with the biggest hill you ever seen. Our wagon would go flying down it. Sometimes I would lie down at the top of the hill and just roll and roll and roll until I finally got to the bottom, breathless and almost too tired to climb back to the top and do it again. Okay, it's not true. Sorry. I actually thought it was true. We moved when I was about 6 years old. We moved to a really flat place. If only I told my own friends about the wonderful place with the hill, maybe I wouldn't have this rude awakening. But I told my mom's friend, our neighbor. Why are you saying that? My mom told me. It was maybe a year later, we went back to visit our old town. We drove by the house and there was no hill. I told my mom they probably bulldozed it, but she was not convinced. Then why did the wagon go so fast? I might have said in a sassy tone. Your dad pushed it really fast, she answered calmly. I just let it go. Already at the age of 7, I understood that and keep holding on to the memory of speeding down the hill. Or sort of a muscle memory, or how it felt inside my body. I learned that the best way to keep that sensation alive was not to argue with the facts. So I'm happy to report that it worked. Our wagon would go flying down the hill. Sometimes I lied at the top of the hill and just roll and roll and roll until I finally got to the bottom, breathless and almost too tired to climb back to the top and do it again.
My family went to the West Coast on vacation one year. Washington State, actually. We drove in our car a few hundred miles each day and slept in our tent each night. I saw things I had never seen before. There were huge things I waited all my life to see in person. There were glaciers in Montana and waves crashing on the Pacific coast. There was moss hanging in the rainforest. Who even knew there was a rainforest in the U.S.? I thought they were mostly tropical. Anyways, those were big things. But I'm going to tell you about a little thing. Well, it wasn't that little. It was about this big. They were about this big, I should say, because there were tons of them, yellow and greenish and sometimes sort of brown. It's not like I was actually afraid of them. I touched one. I stood really still. That's probably why they thought I was afraid. I mean, what if I stepped on one? Would it pop? It looked like it might pop. So I just stood still. Then one started calling at me and I had to take a step back. I didn't see the one behind me. At least it didn't pop. I think it was okay. I like the ocean better and the mountains and the trees. Really, I like being at home without the banana slugs. But I'm glad I got to see one and even touch one once.
It was before bear-proof trash cans when we first went to Yellowstone Park. There were a bunch of silver garbage cans with silver lids chained to them for campers to dispose of their garbage at the end of every day. We were camping in a green canvas tent. We never took any food into the tent. Those were the rules. Bears can smell food, and they will come at night to try to find it. But if there's never been any food in your tent, then you can sleep soundly, even when you hear bears banging around in the garbage area. I did not sleep soundly. I bet nobody did. But it's true, no bears came into our tent. Every morning, my family and I had breakfast at the picnic table. Every morning, my family and I had breakfast at the picnic table. After that, my sister and I would take the pan with the wire handle down to the water faucet to get water for Mom for washing the dishes. While we did that, Dad made space at the table and shaved. At home, he used an electric razor, but this was camping. So it was a normal morning for a vacation. We had eaten French toast for breakfast.
My sister and I were taking the pan with the wire handle down to the water faucet just out of sight. We were taking turns carrying the pan full of water when my mom came rushing toward us, whisper shouting, "Hurry, hurry, get to the car!" And she grabbed the pan and carried it herself. My brother was already in the car when she pushed us in, and Mom got in too when she decided it was the only way to calm us down. From the car, we could still see my dad, still covered in shaving cream, pretending to be very calm because that's what the book said he should do as an enormous bear walked towards him. Very slowly, without taking his eyes off the bear, he walked oh so slowly. "Why is he going so slowly?" we wanted to scream. But it was my mom's mission not to allow screaming so as not to upset the bear, and we were all too scared to cross her. Slowly, slowly. Dad walked until the picnic table was fully between him and the bear, and then finally he got into the car with us. "See, it just wants the syrup from your French toast," he said to calm us. So we watched. The bear walked right up to the table, surveyed the sticky deliciousness, and took one big bite out of the Morton salt carton. And then he left. Morton salt! We shook our heads in amazement.
Waking up in the morning at Grandma's house. The sun came in through the curtains and lit up my face. I liked it. I wanted to get up and start the day. And I knew if I peeked through the curtain, I would see Grandpa working out in the garden. This morning, I woke up with a question in my mind. What does Grandpa think about when he's weeding the corn? So I decided to get dressed and join him. We hoed corn all morning, turning a patchwork of gray clips back in the dust. I learned many things about where he had worked before, and what family being the most important of all. I learned one more thing. Hoeing corn all morning can give you blisters. I was pretty proud of my blisters. I thought of them as bad as I got for working so hard and caring so much. Later that day, we went to my great aunts and uncle's house. They are my grandpa's brothers and sisters, who all live in the same house they grew up in. Aunt Irene and Aunt Noreen were always kid-friendly. But Aunt Beulah was, well, Aunt Beulah. I thought my gardening adventures would earn her praise, though. "Guess what I did this morning?" I said as we all sat out on the lawn. "What's that?" Beulah asked. "I spent all morning hoeing corn with Grandpa." "She was a good helper," Grandpa chimed in. Well then," Beulah said in an approving voice. "Look, I have blisters," I said, showing her my hands. Aunt Beulah took a tiny step back. My, such a weakling," she said, shaking her head. But Grandpa patted my shoulder in approval, and that's all that really mattered.
Waddle, 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 waddle. If I were a duck, this would be me. Waddle, 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 waddle. What'll I do today? Quack! No real plans. How about you? What? Nothing either. Well, I guess we could just wing it. Quack, quack, quack! Get it? Wing it? Waddle, 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 waddle. I'm kind of hungry though. What'll I eat? Quack, quack! Oh. But I don't have any money. I know. I'll put it on my bill. Quack, quack, quack. I know. It gets old, but what'll you do? Waddle, 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 waddle. I quack me up. Waddle, 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 waddle.
Curling iron. Hairspray. Gel. Not this kind of gel, the other kind. Keep it up, Mary. We don't have time for mistakes.
Sorry, Doctor.
Comb. That's it. Finally, my masterpiece is complete. Drop the curtain. See what you have become.
Oh, it's not half bad. I like it. It's really cute. You had me worried with the whole masterpiece thing. Good job, Julio.
Dr. Julio, please.
See you in 6 weeks.
Thanks for seeing me on such short notice, Dr. Goodstein.
No trouble at all, Bradley. What is it you wanted to talk about?
I'm really upset, and I didn't know who to turn to, and it's been tearing me up inside.
That's what I'm here for. Is this about school? Your grades seem fine, top notch.
No, wait. How long do I have left?
In school?
No.
Not in life, surely. Bradley, this is so unlike you. What happened? Why are you thinking about dying all of a sudden?
Dying? Who's thinking about dying?
Not you?
No, geez, Doc, that's a real downer.
Sorry.
So what is it? It's my hair.
Sorry?
My hair! My hair! How long do I have left with my hair?
Sorry?
I just found out my dad lost his hair at 23. That's in 5 years, man. 5!
You've fallen under the common misconception that boys get their baldness from their fathers, when it's really the mother's side of the family that carries the gene.
I know. I thought I was saved. But the horrors don't stop, Doc. Everyone's bald on my mother's side. Great-grandfathers, grandfathers, uncles, aunts, they've all got the crop going, man.
Bradley, now you're exaggerating. Surely your aunt isn't bald.
Alopecia, Aunt Betty's bald as a cue ball. That's terrible! Tell me about it. I never used to think about my hair. Never gave it a second thought. Wash and go. No conditioner, no special cut. But now I'm running out of time and I'm freaking out. I wanted to get your thoughts on this little idea. Maybe if I started treating my hair good, it would want to stick around. Maybe it wouldn't want to fall out because it's living the highlight.
I don't think it quite works that way.
I want to get at parties, take it to museums, take pictures, be there for my hair. It's got to make a difference, don't it?
Actually,
It's got to. I'm counting the number of hairs that fall out each day. What's the normal number, do you know? Is 100 a day normal? Am I already too late? Am I on my last legs? Am I on the speeding train to be a cue ball? Am I going to wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and see Aunt Betty? No!
Bradley?
Whew, thanks, Doc. I had to get that out. It was building up inside me like a big old hairball, so to speak.
Glad I could help.
I guess I just have to play the content window and use conditioner. See you later, Doc.
See you later. Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
It's perfect. It is, isn't it? You wouldn't just say that, would you? Lucy, you look so beautiful.
Good, good.
Lucy, this is style, this is sophistication, this is romance. This is it. This is it. I'm so happy for you. 8 months, thousands of hours pouring over magazines, 30 cans of hairspray, so many bobby pins I've lost count. And this is it. This is my prom hair.
Lucy, you're 15.
So?
We're not going to the prom for 2 more years.
I know, but now I'm ready. Hey, Lindy. Hey. I thought you were getting a haircut today. I did, but you're wearing a hat. I know. Can't be that bad. Step away from the hat. That bad. That bad. What happened?
That guy! The nerve of that guy! End of story. See you later. Done. There was no closure. I need closure. I need to go over moments. I need to ask questions. And there was no dinner, no movie. He didn't come by the house. He wouldn't even meet me in the alley. A voicemail message, which he left when he knew I wouldn't be home. That worm, that dog food. Sorry, babe, not gonna work out. Got a jet. That's it? That's all I get? And of course, he won't return any of my calls. No, of course, he's in screen mode. He knows it's me. I tried calling from work, from restaurants, from payphones, and still, I can't get that little piece of no good dog food worm meat scum on the bottom of my shoe to pick up the phone. All I want to know is why. Is that too much? Why? Why? I put the best 3 weeks of my life into that relationship. 3 whole weeks. I could have spent doing other things, seeing other people, and it makes me so mad that... Oh, it's nothing. I just got a little carried away, that's all. Oh, boy. Oh, boy! Lindy, you have the greatest haircut. Very hip, very fresh, very ahead of your time. The lopsided look is a trendsetter, right? Oh boy. Pat's in the corner.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. I'm more of a redhead man.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. This hair looks terrible. Look at all the split ends. And the knots. If you want long hair, you gotta take better care of it. I would never marry a princess who doesn't know how to take care of herself. Terrible.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, what? I was just gonna ask you if you wanted to let down your hair. Is that okay?
Are you a redhead man?
No.
Are you gonna lecture me on my split ends?
Actually, I was...
Because I've been sitting here. I've been sitting here for a mighty long time, waiting for one of you prince guys to ride up on your spiffy horses and whisk me away. Where's the whisking? What's with all that attitude? Is it my fault I'm in a tower with no stairs? Without a hairstyle in sight? I had to work with what I have.
Should I leave?
You know what? You want my hair so bad, though? Here, take it. Stick to death of it.
Is this really how it's supposed to go?
Do you see her?
Do you see her?
How long did she spend on that?
Hours. It takes hours to get straight hair to curl like that.
Such a show-off, and it'll never hold.
I know.
It'll be flat by last period.
Do you see her?
Do you see her?
Bang alert, bang alert.
Those bangs are so last century.
I know.
They're so big. They're very
Banging.
They're very bangy.
Do you see her?
Do you see her?
What kind of hair's her too?
3. She's single-handedly depleting the ozone layer.
Good one.
I know. Do you see her?
Do you see her?
It's so short.
It doesn't look good.
It looks like a boy.
It's not a good look.
Her boyfriend must be crushed.
She had such lovely long hair.
I bet he dumps her.
You think?
I would.
Do you see her?
Do you see her?
Do you see her?
I see her.
How did she leave the house with that hair?
Did she really choose that color on purpose?
Maybe someone forced it on her.
She was in the salon, and someone put a gun to her head and said, purple or else.
Maybe not.
And what was it last week? Orange?
Who remembers?
She's sad. She just wants attention. Look at me. I've got eggplant head.
So sad.
Really?
Hair is not meant to go through all that trauma.
Trauma.
It'll fall out.
She'll have huge clumps coming out into her hands.
Hair that causes cancer too?
She'll have a big old head to her and it'll be her own fault.
Hair is not meant to look like that. Hair is meant to look nice.
Nice hair, nice girl.
Words to live by.
Where have you been? Lunch is almost over.
I was talking to Paula. Paula who?
Paula of the purple hair?
Eggplant. Yeah, I liked the color and I asked her where she got it done. What? She said she did it herself and she was going to do mine on the weekend. What? I feel like a change. What? Paula's really nice. She's all those things that we call her.
But you can't change.
We never change.
How are you going to get a boyfriend with purple hair?
Maybe I'll find a guy who likes me and not the color of my hair. And for the record, hair dye does not cause cancer. See ya.
I can't believe I had to take a shortcut.
We're not lost.
We look lost.
We're not lost.
Do you know where we are?
No.
Then we're lost. What was that?
It was nothing.
I've heard strange stories about these woods.
It's just a bunch of stories.
But I heard there are werewolves.
There's no such thing as werewolves.
That one was closer.
No, it wasn't. You're just imagining things. There are no werewolves.
Save me, Vern, save me. Help, oh, help, save me from the... Vern, what are you doing?
It's not fair. It's just not fair.
Vern, we're about to be attacked here.
Some guys have all the luck.
What are you talking about?
How does he do that?
What?
How does he do that?
What are you talking about?
His beard! Look at his beard! I have been trying to grow a mustache for over a month now and it won't come in. Look at all that hair. I would love to have that much hair.
You would?
Sure! Then I could grow a Fu Manchu mustache, or a goatee, or mutton chop sideburns, or a mountain man beard, or that little tuft of hair right under the lip that some guys have that makes no sense because it doesn't cover anything. But I would because I could. I would have so much fun. But look at me! Nothing! My mom keeps wiping my face because she thinks it's dirt.
I was wondering what that was.
Some people, no offense, some people have all the hair, and some people have none.
Don't worry about it, Vern. I like your face just the way it is.
Aww. Thanks, Emma.
No problem.
I guess we have to go back to the chasing and screaming now. Give us a head start. Thanks.
To blonde, or not to blonde? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to remain than not true, to sever the slings and arrows of blondes are more fun. Gentlemen prefer blondes. Katie's a blonde, she's cute. Nah. Or to take arms against a bunch of jerks. Tag, and show them there's more than one way to skin a cat. To blonde, or to die, I. My mother will kill me. Mia, what happened to your beautiful hair? I brushed this hair 100 strokes a night when you were little. Which, by the way, is totally bad for you. So what if you chemical between friends? But oh, the dread of what can happen, the undiscovered country. What if her dream, what if falls out? What if her dream and falls out? But bear the scorns of jerks. Tad, just because some of us aren't blonde. Oh, the pains of the spies of love. I mean, what I really should do is dye it when it comes after me because I'm a cute blonde, reject them fast you can say, bear podkin. Haha.
Morning, Bob. Morning, Helen.
Morning, Zay.
Morning, Rosa. Morning, Ted.
Zay, wait. What happened to you? You were so happy. You got balance in your step and you're such a great mood.
It's nothing really. I'm having a good hair day.
No kidding? For
For reals? You feel good about your hair?
I feel great, and my hair looks great, and it's all great.
What did you do to it?
Nothing. A little wash, a little shake with a towel. I didn't even use hairspray.
Wow. I should try that.
Hey guys, what's up?
Today's having a good hair day.
Oh, come on. No one has those.
She is.
No kidding. Boys say you do look great.
I feel great.
Good hair days, boys just come along like once in a blue moon.
Blue moons.
Today, with this hair, I could take on the world.
Hooray! That is perfect.
You think?
That looks great. No one will tell.
It itches.
You'll get used to that.
It looks like a wig.
I'm telling you, once we style it, nobody will know.
Bonnie, everybody already knows that I have cancer and my hair fell out.
Well, you don't want people staring at your head. You don't want that, do you?
I don't know. Yes, I do.
Why? People will stare.
Good.
Karen!
What? Maybe if they stare long enough, then they'll ask about it, and if they ask about it, I can actually talk about it instead of pretending everything is fine and normal. Because it's not normal. I'm sick of being pressured to pretend.
Like me with the wig?
Like you with the wig.
I didn't mean to. I was just trying to. I'm sorry. I'll go.
No, Bonnie, wait!
You don't have to.
It's really not you. If you're quiet enough, I'm sure you can hear my mom singing the "Everything's alright, we're gonna survive this just fine, and no one in the family has any cancer of any kind rag." I swear, if I hear that song and dance one more time, I will vomit. Voluntarily vomit, not chemo vomit.
What kind of dance is it? Samba, maybe cha-cha?
Tap! The shoes make a great sound on my skull.
I'm sorry.
Don't do that. Thanks for being my friend.
Hey, maybe we could dye the wig. How about a faux moss?
That's way better than normal.
Hey, what's the difference between a blonde and a shopping cart? What? The shopping cart has a mind of its own.
Hey, how do you know if a blonde's been sitting at your computer? How? There's whiteout all over the screen.
How do you make a blonde laugh on a Friday?
Tell her a joke on Monday.
You're not mad. Are you, Amber?
We're just kidding around.
They're just jokes.
Mad? Why would I be mad? Why should I be mad over a loquacious verbiage of a pair of addle-brained inept ignoramuses who couldn't acquire enough gray matter between them to turn on a light bulb? The lack of recipients is astonishing, by no means surprising, and therefore has no reason to feel any animosity whatsoever. Huh? I have dictionaries if you need them.
Ignorance is a good thing, right?
Ow! Miss Green! Tommy pulled Candace's hair again! Miss Green!
Tommy, come over here, please. That's enough, class. Back to what you're doing. Tommy, come over here. Why did you pull Candace's hair?
Don't know.
You must know. You do it every day. I'm surprised that girl has a pigtail left.
You mean I can pull it right out?
No. Forget I said that. Tommy, why do you pull hair?
I don't know.
That's not good enough. I want you to think for a few minutes about what you've done. I expect a better answer.
I don't know why I pull her hair. I can't say I think about it much. It's rather instinctual. See hair, pull hair, see hair, pull hair. Why, oh why, does there have to be any more to it than that? I don't suffer from any hair pulling trauma in my family. I never saw my fragile mother sobbing into a handkerchief because of the aftermath of having her curly locks tugged savagely. It's just there. It's hair. Candace sits in front of me and she's always wearing pigtails. Do I have to draw a diagram? See hair, pull hair. Although I must admit, if I'm being completely honest with you, Miss Green, there are few things in my young short life that give me much more satisfaction than pulling hair. Check if the coast is clear. There's a twitch in my finger. The moment before, as I agonized over doing something so terribly wrong, but feels so terribly right. Perhaps I'm not well after all. Perhaps there is something quite wrong with me.
this really project day after day after day, and yet I do. Lock me up if you must, and throw away the key. My name is Tommy Marsh. I am a hair puller.
Stacy, don't talk to me.
But
Don't do it. I said don't talk to me. When I am ready for you to talk to me, I will tell you so. But the thing to do right now is not talk. Not ready yet. All right, you can go.
go where?
You can go. You can talk.
About what? Oh, I can go. All I want to ask you was, I'm not sure. You look really upset.
I am.
And I did something to make you upset?
You did.
And I have no idea what that is.
You don't?
Not a clue.
You don't know what you said to hurt me to the heart of my being?
That bad. Really sorry, Stace.
But you don't know what you're sorry for.
Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Say sorry no matter what?
But it doesn't do you good if you don't know what you did.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Talk about this tomorrow, okay?
No. No, it was too hurtful and may have done irreparable damage to our relationship.
What kind of damage?
We're going to have to stay here until you figure this out.
We are?
Yes.
Stacy, got swing practice in the morning.
All right, just this once, I will tell you. Todd, at the party tonight, you were talking to the girls.
Oh, which girls?
The girls.
There were a lot of girls.
Shauna and Sherry, my girls. Were you talking to other girls?
No, did you see me talking to other girls?
You were talking to them, and you were talking to them about me. Remember that? You told them. You told them I had pageant girl hair.
Yeah, I did. I'm so fluffy and pretty, and it looks just like... And obviously this is not a good thing, and I should not have done it, and I am very sorry.
No, you're not.
I sure am.
You just then thought that pageant girl hair was good.
Nope, I don't. Not all.
No way.
Why isn't it good?
It's pageant hair, beauty queen hair. Girls in ugly evening gowns parading around, not much more than high heels and a smile, and old fat balding judges drooling over them, and it's all about looks, and girls being mean to each other and saying, oh, you look so pretty, when they don't mean it, and falsies and Vaseline on teeth, and oh, I'm gonna go get the homeless platforms. It's all gross and icky, and I can't believe you think I look like that.
Stacy, you curled your hair this evening. You don't usually do that. I thought you looked nice. You looked special. And I was just trying to say so. And it was the first thing that came to my mind. I am now officially sorry.
I am never curling my hair again.
Okay.
Okay? Is it really okay, or are you just trying to shut me up?
I like you with straight hair, curly hair, short hair, or long hair. You can get a buzz cut if you want. I don't care. I like you.
Really?
Really.
That's nice, Todd.
Are we square now?
Yes.
Good. You know, I've been thinking of changing my hair too.
Oh, yeah?
Something different.
You would look really good with those little front spikes. I can help you if you want.
I was thinking more along the lines of, mullet.
What?
You know, a mullet. Short on the sides, long in the back. I think I'd look really good in one.
I really don't think so.
No?
You don't want one. You really don't.
But I might.
But they're so gross, Todd. They're the grossest haircut ever.
Grosser than beauty queen hair.
Yes.
Are you saying you won't like me with the mullet?
Yeah. I'm not saying that necessarily.
Are you sure?
If you really want one, you should get one.
And you still go out with me?
I would.
Maybe not. Maybe I'll get pageant girl hair.
Huh?
What do you think? I got a lot of bucks already. I bet it would come in real nice. Maybe some little lights.
Were you teasing me?
Maybe.
You were teasing me. Todd, don't assume you never ever tease me. First time for everything. Get back here!
Have we been down this way before?
Is this the way out? Do you hear that noise? Look! What do we do?
Let's get out of here.
Run! I can't.
We're gonna die.
Shut up, Jack. We're gonna die! What's he saying?
That's the ancient language of Brabantol.
You understand him?
It was my minor in college. One college offers the ancient language of Brabantol. Who takes ancient languages? What happened to minoring in basket weaving?
Is this really the time to be talking about this? He's getting closer. What's he saying?
I think it's I want.
He wants our blood, doesn't he? He wants our blood!
Shut up! It's been a long time since I translated Brabantol. One, there's no call for ancient language of Brabantol. Your daily life. Shut up! I want scissors.
Scissors?
Crap! He does want our blood. I have been the afterlife for so long that I'm dying for a haircut.
Haircut?
This is about hair?
I guess there aren't any salons in the afterlife.
No wonder he's so cranky. When I need my haircut, I'm as sweet as a snake. Sit down right here and we will clean you right up.
I have to walk around so slowly so I won't bump into anything.
I know what you're saying. I know it.
And it's so heavy and limp.
When I'm done with you, you'll be the ghost with the most.
This is weird.
And unexpected.
And weird. That didn't sound good.
What's he saying?
He wants our blood after the haircut?
Don't take too much off the back or I'll hug it to the other time.
He's kidding, right?
Man, I so wish I could say that to my hairstylist. Ah!